Beats have finally released the transparent Beats Studio Buds Plus, and they're really good. So today we're going to be unboxing them, seeing the key new features, as well as doing some tests to see how good they actually are. So sit back, relax, and let's get into it. So for $55 less, you could get the normal Beats Studio Buds, but for these ones they come in black and transparent, which is around 1,000 Rand more than you'd pay for the normal ones. Now let's pull the peel tabs and get straight into the unboxing. By the way, this packaging is made from 95% plant-based material, which is sourced from recycled fiber from sustainable forests. Straight away we can just see that this is a beauty. I mean, look at all the magnets that are in there. We can finally see every single component that is within this charging case, and you've never really seen that with a product. So let's now take a look at the charging cable, which is a USB-C to USB-C charging cable. Okay, so there's nothing really special about this, so we're just gonna move on. You could also add on a USB-C power adapter, but that is sold separately. And then we've got your warranty card, as well as Apple Music and an instruction manual in case you have problems with your device. And lastly, we have the interchangeable ear tips. So these are extras. We have the extra small, small, and large. So what I like to do is I always like to test out to see which one fits best on my ears. So you can also do the same thing, because you're going to be wearing these probably most of the day. So you want one that is as comfortable and has a good seal as possible. Now let's take a look at the external features of the charging case as well as the buds. So the buds and the charging case are IPX4, which means that they're dust and water resistant. This comes in handy whenever they do accidentally come into contact, because we all know those incidences do happen. I do wonder if you'd be able to see the water going into the components. That would be interesting to see. We might test that out. But anyways, you see that the transparent case just looks really nice. Looking at all the little screws as well as the casing and the wiring, you just see all the components that you've never seen before. We never really get to see this within a charging case, and I think that it is good to finally get to see that, because you can see the glue as well as the battery. I'm sure most of us don't even know what the battery looks like in the AirPods Pro, but now we get to see that with the Beats Studio. As well as the casing just feels so durable. It doesn't feel like it's made out of cheap plastic. These buds feature re-engineered acoustic venting, which improves audio precision and gently relieves pressure for a more comfortable all-day fit. They do look like they are very comfortable compared to the AirPods Pro. Maybe it's the size, but these to me look like they're more for people that are more active compared to people that use the AirPods Pro. I don't know, I may be wrong, but this is just my general belief. And each bud is equipped with a 2-layer transducer, which flexes to deliver cleaner bass and ultra-low distortion. The Studio Buds Plus are designed to fit a wider range of ears. These look like they are designed for people that are more active and on the go, and a lot of people do appreciate that, having a small form factor which is in ear, such as these Beats Studio Plus. So we've got active noise cancellation and transparency mode, which basically allows you to block out all the interfering noise from the outside and listen to nothing else but what's in your earbuds. And the transparency mode allows you to still retain a bit of the sound from outside, so you can still hear what's going on but also maintain that seal. These Studio Buds also offer one-touch pairing and Find My on the Find My app on your iPhone. We will get into that. It also features 36 hours of total battery life, 27 hours for the charging case and 9 hours for the earbuds. We will be testing how long these actually do last, so stay tuned for that in the next video, as well as a claimed 5 minutes fast fuel charge, which provides an hour of additional use. I'm very curious to see if this is actually true, so if we charge it for 5 minutes, we will get an additional hour of use. We've also got high quality spatial audio for Dolby Atmos for your surround sound experience, which I really personally love on the AirPods Pro, and I'm interested to see how these are going to match up to them. We've also got enhanced Apple and Android compatibility with one-touch pairing and a deeper ecosystem integration. I will show you that coming up just now on how to actually set them up and to connect them to your phone, which is actually really simple. So no single tracking for each earbud. That is the unfortunate part about these buds, because with the AirPods Pro 2nd generation, when you do lose one of your buds, you can track them, but unfortunately for the Beats Studio Buds Plus, you can't track a single bud, which is something that you need to consider if you're considering getting these over the AirPods Pro 2nd generation. Let's get into the setup process for these Beats Pro, which is fairly simple to do. So all you have to do is open up the case and connect your Bluetooth. Make sure your Bluetooth is turned on and the case is open so that it is able to detect that your phone is around. We simply click and now see that the Beats Pro are now connected. Once they're connected, a pop-up menu will show up to show the menu for the Beats Pro. So now this is where we can get into the setting and customization of what we can do with these Beats Pro. So let's get into that right now. So the customization process is fairly simple. All we have to do is make sure that your Bluetooth is turned on like we just did before, and now you can switch between noise cancellation and transparency mode through this menu. This menu is very useful. You can also customize your press and hold functions as well as answer calls and end calls. So basically you can customize these to press once or twice to end a call, which is very useful for people that are on the go. And we can also customize the microphone settings. As we scroll down, we can see the model name, model number and serial number as well as being able to see that the case name Beats Studio Buds Plus case, as well as customizing the name on these Beats Pro as what we can call it. So we can customize it to be anything that we want. So this is how you basically customize the settings on your Beats Studio Buds. Okay, so I didn't know what to expect when I was testing these out, so I focused on 3 main points, which was the seal, comfortability and sound. And the seal involves the active noise cancellation and the transparency mode, which are 2 main features that I'm sure a lot of people rely on daily whenever they're commuting to work or on the train or just doing daily activities. These disappointed me. I expected a lot more from the active noise cancellation as well as the transparency mode, because I could still hear a lot of noises that were happening outside, even with a good seal, because I did try all of them on, and the seal does really come in handy, especially if you pick up the right one. Having the right seal is so important, and if you do get the right seal, you might also notice this, that it doesn't actively cancel out all the noise. You can still hear some noise on the background, and I've noticed this because I use the AirPods Pro 2nd generation daily. So that is one thing that I have noticed with the seal, so take that into consideration if you do choose to get these. And the second point was comfortability. How comfortable would these be on my ear? Could I be able to keep them on all day long? That is one feature that a lot of people rely on, having earphones that you're able to put on for all day active use. So this is where I found them to be really comfortable. To be fair, I put them on for 6 hours straight and I really did not have a problem with them. But for me personally, I still prefer the AirPods Pro for staying longer on my ear. It's just my personal preference. Some people might love these ones more, and it's just a matter of preference. If you're more active, then these, I didn't have a problem with the way that they fit on my ear, but I still do prefer the AirPods Pro over these ones for keeping all day use. And the last point that I wanted to focus on was the sound. That is the most important thing when you're using these buds, is the sound. And how good is the bass? How good is the treble is what I wanted to focus on. And the bass was really good. Considering the price point for these buds, the bass is one of its defining features. Might be even better than the AirPods Pro. But I really loved the bass and the treble on these ones. It was well balanced, especially with the bass, which is well balanced on these Studio Buds. I really like the way that the bass and treble is balanced on these Studio Buds, which really sound really good. We will be testing them out against the AirPods Pro 2nd generation to see which ones you should get, because that is a very important video of which ones should you get. Should you get the Studio Buds Plus or the AirPods Pro generation? That video will be coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. To wrap things up, the experience on these Studio Buds Plus are absolutely amazing, and like with all things, they do have downsides, but should that stop you from getting it? I don't think so. So let me know in the comments which one is your favorite between the black, ivory and the transparent version. For me, it's transparency all day long. It's been Fari, and I'll see you guys in the next video.